The XRP army just got a couple big wins we need to discuss. Along with that, the conversation of how much XRP to hold. Guys, if you like green up on the screen in Fridays, type an X in the comment section. Click that like button. Let's get into it. Now, the Ripple and SEC case, right? Never thought I would have to say this once again, but it is officially over. It's been over for a while now, but guys, I know a lot of people are waiting on this particular document, and James Fillon, who we've featured him on the channel in the past, he's a defense lawyer, former federal prosecutor, I'm going to throw it up on the screen, showed us this document here today, the mandate from the United States of Appeals for Second Court, and essentially the Second Circuit has approved officially the joint stipulation of dismissal. And so congratulations once again. I know it seems like this thing is never ever going to end. This is the mandate, the official mandate from the courts, which really wasn't needed. This thing has been long over with for a while, but still great to see. Now, I also want to get into this because, you know, a couple weeks ago we talked about how things are heating up over in Asia with not just Japan, but, you know, Malaysia and other areas over there. Well, and also how SBI Holdings, one of Ripple's biggest partners, a huge conglomerate of many banks over in Japan, and they were one of the ones that mainly stated that XRP would go live in Japan throughout 2025 into 2026, and they were going to start integrating it into their systems. Well, SBI Group, and I'm going to also put in the description link to their official press release, put out SBI Group and Ripple have signed a basic agreement to issue and distribute RLUSD in Japan. SBI Holdings official put this out. Let's go. This is huge. They're incorporating it into the system officially. And I know for many of us, it feels like certain things are never going to happen, then it happens all at once. One thing I've noticed and taken note of over the years is it never really happens on our time, but if you stay in the game, keep your skin in the game, stay patient, know what you hold, continue to do your research, it happens in time. It is happening. Of course, RLUSD is incredibly bullish for XRP, as XRP is utilized every single time on the XRPL. Now, this conversation about how much XRP to hold, right, keeps surfacing. And I know I've kind of given you guys my opinions on this in the past, that 1 XRP is better than 0 XRP, and how if you even hold 1 XRP, you're ahead of 99% of the world, and just understanding what you hold and what's happening in this digital revolution. You only need 1 XRP to get into that $100 XRP party we're going to have here in Indiana. Well, I put out a post the other day, or last night rather. Interested in hearing your opinions. What do you think is enough XRP to hold? Everyone is in a different situation in life, so it isn't one size fits all. And that's just the thing. We're all in different situations and have different circumstances. Some put 1,000 coins. One gentleman put 1,700. I wonder why he picked that number. Maybe because there's over 1,700 NDAs at this point in time. But we had numbers all across the board, 10,000, so forth. And one of the main things you have to look at is, how high do you think the price of XRP is going to go? And many people over the years have laughed at my statements and saying and thinking that XRP is going to a high value. Just like people laughed at those early day Bitcoiners that were buying Bitcoin well under $5 or $100, even $1,000, and now look, it's sitting over $120,000. So I really don't let it get to me when I put out these statements. I'm not saying that XRP is going to $1,000 or $5,000 or $25,000 today or tomorrow, but I do see the world of utility being integrated into the world of finance right now. The traditional system and DeFi system connecting is 100% obvious. You know, we see what the banks say, organizations, institutions around the world. It's 100% obvious that that is happening, as well as XRP being a winner here in the world of utility. And so again, I don't really buy Bitcoin still, as it's not going away. It will continue to be a store of value. And the The big boys out there are not going to let it go away. But the world of actually integration of this technology is moving to coins like XRP. We see that with all the testing, the live trials, everything that's going on right now. But not only that, what I just recently said about the likes of institutions like Wisdom Tree and others, they're stating, look at XRP over here in plain sight with utility, and institutions actually want it versus Bitcoin, which is a store of value and cannot move in lightning speed and can't do half the utility of XRP. So I think the obvious bet here for me, and I think many of you see it as well, is XRP as we move into a world where it's not just a speculative game. Now, if you believe that XRP is just going to be for some small institutional investment and retailer speculation like it's been in the past, then sure, if you want to sell, take profits at $5, $10, $25, even $50, fine. But I urge everyone, once again, to look at what the design here from the beginning, from the very beginning, what David Schwartz and others put together with the XRPL and XRP, what the design of XRP was to do, and that is to move large sums of liquidity and to be of a high value. And that's why this is a long-term bag that I don't ever plan on selling. I do a lot of trading on the side with other coins, but not my XRP, because I know exactly where this is going. When it moves, it will move rapidly. And so that is the key here. When people ask, how much XRP should I hold? Look at your circumstances, the timeline that you personally think, based off your research, your due diligence of how long it's going to take to get to the price target you think, and then make your goals based off that, your exit plan. Everyone should have an exit plan. XRP, for me, is the exit plan. And so those are kind of my thoughts, my opinions. Again, I don't really get too wrapped up when people laugh or think I'm crazy because XRP is going to a high price. I just look at the design and what XRP was created for. You know, I'm, again, not saying it's happening today or tomorrow, but I do believe XRP is destined to be of a high value. And so those are my thoughts, my opinions. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. How much XRP do you think one should hold to reach goals based off certain circumstances? Along with that, I'm going to leave links below if you want tax-free XRP, which is something I definitely recommend if you don't want to get hit with capital gains tax. I'm going to leave I Trust Capital below, institutional grade custody. Keep your assets safe, and I'll see you all in the next one.